Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Tank. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. I'll be giving you guys my thoughts about where we currently are in the market, as well as where I think we might be heading in the near future. We got a lot of stuff to cover, so let's just jump into the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. We're currently trading at $33,719 at the time of this video. That's a little over 6.5% to the downside from yesterday's high of $35,928. Let's be sure. That's, yeah, 6.63% or $2,383 to the downside. All in all, guys, not too concerned, especially considering that we almost saw $36,000 on Independence Day, guys. Usually, when we celebrate holidays here in the West, usually that means lower price points for Bitcoin. Basically because we're not looking at the Bitcoin chart. We're not buying and selling as much. We're grilling hot dogs and drinking beer. So that's typically what happens on holidays and weekends for us here in the States. For us to be even close to 36,000 yesterday was a pleasant surprise. So I'll give it that. We are in a downtrend, and I am, if I'm going to be completely honest, a little bit concerned about where we are right now, because this is, in my opinion, a very critical moment for Bitcoin. We need to find some support come in like now for us to remain looking bullish, for us to maintain our ability to keep printing higher lows. And what I mean by that is recently Bitcoin's price action was oops, let me bring it out here. Recently, Bitcoin's price action was seeing higher lows being printed continuously. As you can see here, we're just making higher lows, right? Continuously to the upside. If we do not maintain this level right here, which is around July 1st, if we don't maintain that $32,500, I'll give it some flex, the $32,500 area for Bitcoin price, if we don't maintain that and close, especially today, above that, then the likelihood of us continuing to make lower highs is going to diminish. It's gonna decrease dramatically. It doesn't take much for those bears to come in and push it down. It's a lot harder for us to rally, but it doesn't take much for them to slap it down. No, it's just the way it is, unfortunately. So that's what I'm eyeballing right now, guys. We need to maintain this area right here, $32,500 maximum. Ideally, I don't want to see us going below 33,000 today. I want to see us rallying back up, ideally to 34,000, for us to continuously make lower highs. It doesn't have to be dramatic moves to satisfy me. We can just make baby steps. Like, baby steps is actually, in my opinion, like I said in the past video, more ideal for the Bitcoin price, because that would increase our chances to sustain that kind of momentum. We're creating levels of support. We want to actually create a foundation of support or Bitcoin price to steadily climb to the upside. So that's what I would ideally like to see. I don't need to get those big parabolic moves to the upside. I would much rather see us making baby steps, slowly climbing up, every week, maybe $1,000 or $500 even to the upside, for us to maintain that kind of momentum. I don't think the bull run's done. I really don't. For whatever reason it is, it is what it is. We're being held down underwater. But for us to remain in control and take it back from the powers that be, we need to start making those baby steps to the upside. That's what I'm concerned about with Bitcoin right now. I'm not going to give you any kind of price predictions or anything like that. I would like to see us, though, close $34,000 maximum, not close below 33 today. If we do, those are my concerns, guys. Let's move on over to Ethereum. Ethereum, I'll just show you guys our simple trend line here. We have a pretty good trend line right now. We have 3 touches on this trend line. Let me zoom in for you guys so you guys can see this a little bit better here. But I do have 3 touches on this trend line for the Ethereum price. As you guys can see here, we touched here, and now we touched here, found support, and we're trading just above the trend line right now. We need to keep that support up for the Ethereum price. Now, Ethereum's a little different than Bitcoin because there's a lot of bullish things happening for Ethereum, and it's right around the corner. ETH 2.0 is literally right around the corner, which means that the scarcity is going to start kicking in. ETH is going to start getting burnt more regularly. With the scarcity, things tend to go up in price. Scarcity drives value. So that's what's happening for Ethereum, along with a lot of other hype news that's been coming out for Ethereum and stuff like that. A lot of institutions are doubling down on Ethereum. A lot of people are building on Ethereum, developers and stuff like that. So there's a lot of other things happening for Ethereum rather than Bitcoin currently that's making it hold up a little bit better than Bitcoin. Eventually, to be honest with you, and everybody said this, but eventually not anytime soon, but eventually Ethereum will break away from Bitcoin and will not have to hold Big Daddy Bitcoin's hand with the price action. Bitcoin could pump or dump, and Ethereum could do its own thing. It should actually be there now, but it is what it is. It's still holding its hand. But that's what I see happening for Ethereum currently. This is the only thing that really matters, guys. It's just this trend line, in my opinion. This is simple trend line. Just it needs to maintain this trend. It needs to keep bouncing off this trend line, slowly making moves to the upside. Again, it could be baby steps, but we just need to keep bouncing, slowly climbing up to the upside. Now, ultimately, yes, we could break this trend line, and if we thread it, it really wouldn't matter to me. But again, we just can't be making lower lows again. We need to make lower highs, which is what this trend line shows us. We're just making lower highs. We cannot, right now, the critical level for this, for Ethereum is I would say about $2,000. We can't dip below that. If we do, that's no bueno. But moving on, guys, moving on. Let's go on over to ADA real quick. ADA, same thing, guys. Let me just show you guys a simple trend line. Only thing that really matters, forget everything else. Only thing that matters is that we hold this trend line, guys. And right now, we're sitting right on top of this 4-hour trend line. We need to hold it. We need to hold it. Same thing for ADA as ETH. A little bit different though, because ADA is not an actual functioning token per se. It does serve some kind of functional purpose for entities and stuff like that. But all in all, there's not even smart contracts out yet. What's happening right now for ADA is that there's a lot of hype and expectations for smart contracts that is being released soon. So that's why a lot of people are bullish with ADA right now. It's just the expectation of it performing well here soon, especially when people are actually able to develop on top of their smart contracts once that's released. And again, that's within a couple of months. So that's what's happening with ADA right now. And that's why it's holding up so much better than Bitcoin per se. But that's what's happening within the charts right now. I don't want to go into too much else because it's really a critical moment right now for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ADA. We need to hold these trend lines. We need to hold these lower highs, and we need to maintain that momentum. I hope you guys had a really good 4th of July if you were here in the States. I hope you guys spent time with your friends and family. I hope you guys cherish those moments because that's ultimately what really matters. The money and the charts and all that stuff is just secondary. The things that really matter, God, friends and family, keep it in perspective, guys. I hope you guys stay blessed, stay profitable, practice proper risk management. Don't overextend yourself. Peace.